Pretty
So
good.
since our last lesson, my scores have ranged from 80 to a high of 87.
Wow, so that's pretty solid for you. That's
Yes. In my index, literally, the last time we had a lesson, it was 14.8. It's now trending 13. So yesterday, it's just goofy.
Well, you have that around tapping.
And so anyway, I've been striking it really good.
Good.
And by the way, even when I had that 80, I finished double.
So you shot 80 with 2 doubles to finish.
Yeah.
So it could have easily been.
Yeah, and I think what that is, I have to monitor I gotta have a bar or something because of blood sugar. If I don't do that, and I'm getting better at it. You do that?
Well, for me, it's in tournament play. It's the middle of the round. So when I come out the gates, you got the nerves.
Yeah.
And I'm really sharp with the nerves. It helps to have that adrenaline rush. And then when I get into the actual meat of the round, so I get through the first 4 or 5 holes, generally I'm under par. Because I like nerves. The nerves help me. It sharpens my focus. Then they wear off. Then I go blurry. And typically you'll watch, if you just watch the trend of my rounds over my career, I get out of the gates, 2 or 3 under par through 5. By 11, I'm back right around even. That's just my trend. You would think that the nerves would, when they wear off, well, they wear off, and then coming down the stretch, I usually can get it back, and I'll throw my typical 69 out there. So
isn't that interesting? We all have our trends.
Yeah,
mine is the last 4 holes, so I try to bring a bar. I try to remember that.
When you need to eat it earlier, you have to eat it about at the turn, so that bar
stays with me,
so that the energy's there at the end. If you eat it on number 16,
it's not enough time.
Your body can't process it and make the energy work for you yet. Well, show me some shots. I want to see us make some swings.
I have a 7.
Okay. Okay. Well, relative to where you started a month ago, it's way better.
Good.
There's still a lot to do.
Okay, good. Well, that's. But you see, it's better.
It's way better.
Well, that's the hands getting too active, isn't it?
Yep. See, that's what happens when you make a better motion with your body and the tension levels are lower in your arms and your arms are following a little bit better. And then last second, you abort mission and you go, and you fire some hands into it that you don't need. Because if we're doing it correctly, so if I'm swinging this club correctly and I've got the club following me into the ball, the face squared itself. See that? I don't have to do any of this. Which before, when you were pushing, the face is wide open, so last second you're going, trying to square it. So now we don't need that. Now we just let it follow you and it'll square itself up.
And when I've had bad shots, you just described it perfectly. And I know what it is. I go, why am I using those hands? Just do it. And if I do it, it's been good. Is that what you saw there? That's been my trouble. It goes left. All right, just let your hands go.
Okay, that's fine. We're going to make that really good here in a minute.
And I think the grip change also helped.
Okay, come look at that. let's just see where we are and what we need to make better. I really like your setup. Your grip looks a lot better. It's a lot stronger than it was. Backswing looks pretty darn solid. Now in transition, there's still a little push from the arms. Now part of the problem is you get a little narrow.
What's that mean?
Narrow means your arms are getting a little too bent up, a little too close to you. See how? So instead of having your arms out of way, they get a little narrow, and then you get a little pushy. But that is so much different than it used to be right there. That's coming down from a nice place. But now your body stopped. See what? Watch this. So as you hit the golf ball here, your body stopped, and then you throw that at it. So that's still there a little bit. So we've got to, and that's finishing above your shoulders. So what we've got to get to happen is we've got to make sure that we get a little wider and that we continue rotating. So your body's got to continue doing this. So we swing back, we've got a little wider hand and arm position, and then as we swing down, you've got to continue to turn. If I stop, you're going to throw your hands to reach the ball.
I could see that.
You could see it in the video, right?
I did that, yeah.
So you stopped about here, and then your arms go boom this way, out away from you, instead of.
And is that just because the old habit, the old swing, doing that?
You programmed that in really good.
Okay.
So let's slow it down for a minute.
Okay.
I want you to do a little drill. So I want you to take the club, and I want you to feel like the club is staying really wide here, and it stays back here. Now you're going to hit the ball.
Two hands or one hand?
We're going to put both hands on, but see how wide that is?
Yes, I do.
And you're going to hit it with your right shoulder. So I don't want you to hit it. I don't want you to get your arms involved at all. You're just going to get here, and hit it with your right shoulder, and the ball is going to go nowhere.
Okay.
Something like that.
Don't finish the swing?
Don't finish. We're just going to make sure your right shoulder keeps, your torso keeps moving. I don't want to see it stop.
You want a full or half swing?
About a half, but as you take it back, I want this to stay nice and wide.
Okay.
Relax. There you go. We don't need tension in your arms.
Okay.
So you're just going to turn back, let it start to fold, let that arm just hang. This needs to point down. There you go. Now all you're going to do is just go like this. You're going to stay in your posture, turn through, and that's where you're going to stop.
Okay.
So you're just going to just chip it like that. Good. Okay, good. Do it again.
You know, the brain is just amazing.
It's a crazy thing. Okay, good.
Because sometimes I go out and the shots are so good and I go, oh my God, I wish Milo could see it. Then 2 shots later, it's just like the old shit.
Well, what's happening is you're still battling timing because you're still throwing in a few pieces of the old into the new. So 1 minute you hit a good shot and you think, well, I got it. Well, in reality, what you did is you just timed it a little bit better than you did on the ones that you missed. So we've got to get rid of the tendency to want to stop and throw. That tendency is hurting you. Okay, come look at this. I don't really care that went a little off to the right. So now you'll see there's no over-the-top move.
No, there's not.
There's still a little too much extension of your arms.
Down here.
Yep.
Instead of keeping it in here, huh?
So you should reach the ball about right now. You should already have hit the ball. So see how your club's not on the ball yet?
No.
You got a little bend in your right arm, but your chest is square to the target. So I think at that point in time, you should have hit it already. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So you're not turning enough soon enough. But that's pretty good.
Turning this way soon.
Yes. Let's see if we can let's see how much we can get you to turn.
Turn back or forward?
Through. How much can we get you to turn through and hit the ball? So you've got to leave your arms as far over on this side of you. They
still stop. Just.
Yep. you're going to feel like your arms are always to the right of your center. So here's your center. My arms are to the right of it. Now how am I going to get the club to the ball if my arms are on the right side of me?
Well, you got to turn like...
There you go. You got to turn your chest.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's what I want to have happen.
Turn the chest. Why don't I just turn the chest?
So leave your arms where they are and just turn your chest. Okay. That was pretty good.
Off there.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Well, I just focused on turning the chest. Let's try that again. Turn the chest.
Perfect. So real relaxed arms, turn the chest. There you go. Now come look at the difference. I'm just guessing there's a little difference here. Where'd the club exit?
Right here,
see the difference in where it exited? Yeah. And how much did the face have to turn over?
The face, this is what you want. It's like this.
It hasn't turned over at all.
No, and it went a little out and came left.
Yeah.
Without even rotating.
So you hit a nice baby draw and the face did no rotating.
No, look at it.
See how it didn't twist at all?
Yeah.
And it's following the arc. So if I draw a line up the shaft plane right there, you'll see your club is following that line pretty much exactly. That's how you get it to do it. And see how your shoulders are on the same line? Yeah. So you got your shoulders on the same plane as you have the club swinging on. That's a novel concept. Well, generally yours look the other way. So if we go back to the first swing we have on film here,
see, look at that.
They leveled off. So feel the difference.
And look at the face.
And the face is twisted down. Yeah. So the key is you got to keep your torso turning and your arms out of it. You can't do it with your hands and arms and stop your chest, because then you wind up with this look.
Yeah, that's not, I get it. All I did was turn with this.
Yeah, it's pretty simple, right?
Like this. And you said last time I've been using this little mantra, especially on tee shot, with the arms follow, is what you said.
Yeah, let the arms follow.
The arms will follow the chest. I get it.
They need to follow the chest. If they don't, you're in trouble. So, what makes my arms go? That's what you got to know.
Well, this.
Yeah, so my arms are connected, right? If I turn my chest back, and now if I just am relaxed and I turn my chest through, what'd that arm do? And it looks like my arm was slinging off of me, but in reality what was happening is my chest turned it, my chest slowed down at the right time, and my arm slings off, because it's relaxed and it keeps going. Where most people get into trouble is they try to make their arms go, which is what makes some of the problems you have.
So let me ask this, because I felt a few times I was playing with somebody and he said you were too forward. And the thought to me was I was trying so much to let this follow that I get too open. Is that possible?
It's not possible to get too open as long as you turn on plane. Does that make sense?
So on plane is here.
On plane would be, do that again.
Oh yeah.
On plane. See how? So you're doing this.
Yeah, that's not.
But so if I do that, I better not turn at all, because I'm in trouble. But if I do this, now see how it impacts where my arms would look?